Today everyone, I'm going to show you how to make a rocket stove in a 5-gallon bucket, and it's a really cool thing. Ready? Here we go.
What is a rocket stove?
It's a really cool thing, so of course I have to make one. Rocket stoves are a highly efficient way of burning small amounts of wood. You might have seen them in like urban homesteading homesteading magazines or videos called a rocket stove mass heater, which uses a big barrel and a big piece of stone or cement, and it creates a lot of heat that heats the whole house. Here we're going to create a little kind of backyard cooker that uses a rocket stove, and I thought this might be a good idea for people to let their kids play with fire in a safe way.
What?
And they could cook some food.
Alright.
There's a couple things you need. You need a piece of 3-inch pipe. This is a galvanized flue pipe used for the flue on a water heater or something like that.
Looks sharp.
It is very sharp. Careful. You will need a elbow. This is 3-inch pipe and a 3-inch elbow. A little stove top.
Where'd you get that?
Off the stove. But if like someone's throwing out a stove, grab the little thing. What's grate or whatever. All right. And a 5-gallon bucket and a bunch of sand. By the way, a big shout out to Eric at Root Simple, because this is his idea that I was inspired by, and we're going to make a video about it. All right, I'll link to his post in the notes below. So there's going to be an inlet, and then an elbow, and then another pipe up to the top here, okay? So we have to cut a hole in the side of our bucket.
Do you have a spare bucket?
I have, you know how many buckets I have?
Well, I do, but they don't.
I am a bucket collector.
What else do you collect?
Pallets.
What else?
This should be at least an inch above the bottom of the bucket because we are dealing with some heat here. So I went about 1.5 inches up. Brand new utility blade in your utility knife. I'm going to try and cut it like this, and maybe we might have to get out a power tool, okay?
Eek. Back is going to give you. Don't let your kids do this part.
Yeah, this is going to be difficult, so let's go to plan B. Thank you to my brother who sent me my father's Sears Craftsman saber saw. Thank you, Kurt. Get that in the little cut we made, like that. A little big, but we'll live. It's GardenFork. Done is better than perfect, right?
Looks like a birdhouse.
Yeah, could be. So if this is roughly centered, and I want to go about that far, I would say 3 inches would be good. Usually when you buy this pipe, it comes unconnected, unassembled. A bit of a trick to putting this stuff together. Wear gloves when you do this, okay? This is the hardest part, really. Okay, I'm going to start at the corner.
Okay.
And get that under there like that. A belt will work, or a ratcheting strap. It's just because this is a 3-inch diameter, it's a little harder to do this.
That helps.
Yep. There you go.
That snap.
That snap was the trick.
It's not round at all.
It's tin. It's flexible like me. This will be fun. I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's fall. Perfect time for playing with fire. You can cut this with a tin snip, but a much easier way to do it is with a right angle grinder, and it makes sparks. I like that. So this will go in and sit right there, like that. So we have the bottom of our system in place, and I'm going to measure just inside the elbow to the top of the bucket, and that is 7.5 inches. And then I'm going to measure 7.5 from the crimped side of our metal pipe, because this will go into here, okay? So don't cut from this side, or you'll be recutting from this side.
Whoa.
Who did that?
Success?
We're that much closer to our grilled cheese egg in a hole. So this fits into here,
Oh, it actually does.
and then this goes in
The hole.
like that, and it sits like this. Sand. So we're going to fill the base of our rocket stove.
Could you use anything besides sand?
You could use, I think you could use pea gravel or stone. Again, this is one of those use at your own risk kind of things. All right, ready to fire it up?
Yeah. The stick pile?
Yeah. Get a bunch of little sticks. Little bit of paper, okay? Just a little bit. And then some sticks on the top.
Can you overdo it?
You could put too heavy a wood in there. You know, like the charcoal chimney starters for your barbecue grill?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh, now it's warmed up.
Yeah, it just took a little time. Very cool. The drier the wood, the better. Or you could use like little pieces of scrap lumber too. So as these burn, you want to push this in and add more pieces to it. Can you see in there?
They see at the top.
It's a beautiful thing.